It's a new filming place in my new apartment, so it will take me a while to get like the camera, but it should be fine, I think. It's also TBR time. Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Readaholic. My name is Silke and today I will be doing my May TBR. I was like, what month is this? As you can see, we are in new surroundings. This is my new place. I will show you eventually, but it is currently looking like shit, so you're gonna have to wait with that. I will also say I'm sorry if there's any noise. It is really hot in my apartment, so I need to have like the window open, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But that's once again one of the things that I'm kind of testing out today. So let's talk about last month, because that was also shit. So I had these 5 prompts. One of them was a jar pick, and I was like this close to winning the game, but oh well, I didn't. Anyways, these 3 I did not complete. These 2 I did. I ended up reading a total of 6 books, because on the 30th I crammed the entirety of Heartstopper, so there's that. But they didn't really fit with any of the prompts except for one, so it is what it is. And we're not going to talk about Aurelium, because that was also shit. I am going to be cheating a little bit with Aurelium and also doing my prompts in May, simply because April has been the most stressful month that I've had for the last couple of years. So I need to cut myself some slack and be fine with doing Aurelium next month as well. Let me just quickly tell you what I read for the 2 prompts that I did complete. So we have B-Movie, which was to read a book that was younger than you. I read Ice Wolves. And then we have The Pink Shoes, which is to read the most recent addition to your shelves. And that was Heartstopper. Originally, I had picked Legends and Lattes, but I got Heartstopper after that. Anyways, let's get on with the rolls. So we have to start out by moving 3 steps back. Alright, and hopefully I'll get like a 5 now, and I will just have like semi-free picks for the remainder of the video, but we'll see. First roll. Listen. Can you see this? It's a 7. So I win, I get to buy books. Will I though? Alright, so what we're going to be doing now, if you've seen my videos before, is that I'm going to put out 1 from each pile, and then we'll just pick. So, first pick can be Beauty and the Beast. Have Mom pick a book. How to Train Your Dragon, read a book with a dragon in or on it. Spy Squad, read a book you meant to read last year. Or Lego Movie, read the lowest rated book on your TBR. A book I meant to read last year. I mean, that's a lot. Dragon in it. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with Spy Squad, read a book you meant to read last year. We're off to a good start. I can buy books. Yay! Alright, so I started off by picking Spy Squad, which is to read a book that I meant to read last year. And honestly, there's a lot of books that I meant to read last year, but I decided to go for The Bright and the Pale by Jessica Rubinkowski. I started this last year, never finished it, so, I mean, I should have read it last year. Right? But I'm actually really excited about this. This is a duology. I have no fucking clue what's happening in it. It is a polar fantasy, which for some reason I'm not really vibing with, but I'm gonna give it a go. Also because I want to complete this duology because I have the entirety of it. And like, we follow an assassin, so I'm excited for this. The reason that I stopped the first time around was simply because I lost focus and I was in a slump. So I didn't catch like anything that happened, so I was so confused, and then all of a sudden I was like, I have no clue what happened. I listened to it as an audio and I was like, I have no clue what has happened in the last hour. So I was like, nope, I'm gonna stop it and I'm gonna start over eventually, and eventually is apparently in May. Alright, second round. We have The Princess and the Frog, read a book with illustrations. Abdominal, read a book you expect will mess with your emotions. Starlight Adventure, read a sci-fi. Or Secret Life of Pets, read a book with a great first line. Oh, well. The thing is, I don't really know what I want to read. So I think I'm actually going to go with Starlight Adventure, read a sci-fi. Because it's been a while since I've read a sci-fi. Next up, I got Starlight Adventure, and that is to read a sci-fi. Which is not my favorite genre, but we live. And I actually decided to go for The 100 by Cass Morgan. Because it's a series that I want to continue with. Also, I am planning on like a rewatch of The 100 with my friend Caitlin. We're currently watching Once Upon a Time. So when we finish that, we will do The 100, I think. And I kind of want to read the books before I rewatch the show and complete it because I've never finished season 7. Yeah, I don't know. I know that they're very, very, very different. But I've never finished the source material, so here we are, finishing the source material. Hopefully, because this is only the second book. I'm excited, actually. And also it's a short read, which is apparently what I need this month. I'm actually sitting here right now, being like, did I even check if any of these would fit with the prompts for Aurelium? I did not. So we'll see how that goes. But I will complete Aurelium eventually. Third pick. We have Atlantis, read a book featuring a hidden world. Megamind, read a big book. Rock and Royals, A to Z letter generator, author first name. Or Teen Titans Go, read a book with a 3-word title. Once again, what do I read? I literally don't know what I want to read this month. I think I'm gonna go for this, Teen Titans Go, read a book with a 3-word title. So for the third pick, I decided to go for Teen Titans Go, and that is to read a book with a 3-word title. I want to start this series. The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. The series is called The Iron Fae. I don't know why I bought it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for it, but I don't know why I bought the special editions from Fairy Loot and why I continue to buy the special editions of like the spin-off series, or like, I don't know what you would call it, but it's called Evanfall. So like the main series is 4 books, and then we have Evanfall, and there's 3 books currently. And I keep buying them, and I don't really know why, because I haven't read this, but I'm like, but if I love it, then I need to have like matching sets. So this is also just to save myself some money. So if there will be future editions of maybe the other like spin-off series there is, then that would be cool. But also it's just, I've had it for so long and it looks so intriguing and beautiful and I want to read it. It is also simple, so here we are. 4th round. We have Alice in Wonderland, read a book that everyone has read but you. Turbo, read a book with a transportation item on the cover. Swan Lake, read a gifted book. Or Corpse Bride, read a book with an unlikely or inconvenient romance. Once again, like what on earth do I do? I mean, I do have a lot of gifted books that I want to read. We'll go with this. Swan Lake, read a gifted book. On the 4th pick, I went with Swan Lake, which was a gifted book, and I have a lot of those, so I decided to go for The Princess Will Save You by Sarah Henning. This was on my TBR a couple of months ago, if I remember correctly, and honestly, I still really, really want to read this. It is not, the longest, and also it's, floppy paperback. It's good for me. I'm really excited for this. It also looks to be short chapters, which we stan, so I don't really have much else to say about this. It is gifted to me from my ex-boyfriend back when we were together. I'm excited for it, so that is why I picked it. Final round. Lion King, read the highest rated book on your TBR. Crudes, read a book by a Danish author. The Pearl Princess, read a book with a unique magic system. Or Totally Spice, read a book with green, red, and or yellow on the cover. I think I'm gonna go for this. Crudes, read a book by a Danish author. My final pick for this month, I'm actually super excited for it. And that was Crudes, which is to read a book by a Danish author. I don't read many books by Danish authors, which is a scandal in itself, if you ask me. But I've explained this a couple of times before, but the fantasy genre isn't really that... it's not the most popular in Denmark. True crime is the most popular. Like true crime, thrillers, mysteries, that kind of gist. That is what people tend to go for. And if not, then historical fictions. Then I would probably say like romance. But like the sci-fi and the fantasy genre in Denmark, it's mostly for kids. So which is why sometimes it annoys me when I talk to people about books and they're like, oh, so what kind of books do you read? And I'm like, I read like primarily fantasy. And they're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. But there is this book series that I have just for some reason never read, even though it's been very popular, which is probably why I never read it though. But it's called Skammonsteder, and this one has actually been translated, so if I like it, I can recommend it, because it's called The Shameless Daughter in English. I have no clue what it's about. I believe that it's something to do with this girl who is the shameless daughter, and basically when you look her in the eyes, she can see all of like the betrayals that you've made or all of the lies you've told. So I feel like that's super cool, and yes, I'm actually really excited about this. This is the first and the second book in the series, but I am gonna read the entirety of it because it's not that long. I think I will be able to manage. I say that now, but honestly, I've been in such a slump this last month. But as I said, it's been a stressful month for me, so. But we're doing better. We're doing better. That's it. So, this is my TBR. I will say I'm currently reading Violet Made of Thorns. I will finish that, and I'm also planning on finishing Below. Unless I DNF it. You know the gist, I talked about it. And also, if there is any of these that don't fit in my Aurelium, I will also be adding additional books, but I'll talk about it at a later time, honestly. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment telling me what you will be reading in May. Also, if you just want to let me know that you're here but don't know what to comment, you can always leave a green heart. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you want to see more of my bookish content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It will mean the world to me. And until I see you next time, bye!